Hey guys, want to welcome everyone back to Texas Silver. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I know I keep changing up the videos and stuff, but we're going to go and talk about assets and taking care of those items, maintenance and stuff like that. We're going to go over some other stuff too. But before we get into this, if you like the content, think about subscribing to the channel, liking it, comment below. It helps us, everyone in the community out. And hit the bell notification, that way you're notified of the next one. So what I'm actually about to start doing here is I need to do the maintenance on my skid steer. All right, this thing is paramount on my place. It helps me do heavy lifting and moving, clearing. You can do shredding with it. This thing can do all sorts of stuff. So I'm about to do the maintenance on this thing, and I just kind of want to go over just the importance of taking care of not only, say, your vehicles, your heavy equipment, if you own something like this, but also just anything that you have that's an asset to you. So that could be tools, as in your hammers, your axes, machetes, wrenches, all that stuff. So I do the maintenance on this because when I bought this thing, I actually got it brand new, and I didn't want to buy used. I know a lot of people buy used, but I wanted to know what has been done to this machine. Has it been meticulously maintained? Everything, when it comes to the hours on the machine when it's required, was the oil change? Has it been greased every 10 hours? So that's what I'm about to do with this. So just think about all your tools that you have, and just make sure that you're keeping them in good running order. Like everything that I own, my vehicles, my Jeep, my truck, Jeep's kept in the garage. This thing I keep in the shipping container. My truck is kept underneath a carport. But also all my tools I keep in a safe location. I don't leave them out. And the thing is, if you take care of this stuff, it's gonna stay reliable, and it's gonna be there when you need to use it. Okay. Another thing, me personally, I like to buy quality over quantity. There's a lot of people out there that try and cut corners or save $1 or 10%, 20%, whatever, fill in the blank on what they're buying. And instead of paying a little bit more and getting a quality product that you know is going to be reliable, that's not going to break down, easily. Obviously, everything has a shelf life. If you use a tool or something like this, obviously over time it's going to break down. But I like to buy quality. That way I purchase that item once or not as often, and I'm going to get better performance out of that item, and it's trustworthy. And that also comes out. I get a lot of questions about security, and I'm not going to name off specific brands, but they'll name off some cheaper brands, as in inexpensive brands. And price doesn't always mean it's the best, but generally the rule of thumb, the more you pay for something, it's going to be better quality, it's going to last longer. But I'll get questions about security and different security brands, and I'm just like, why? No, this you are going to use to protect yourself or your family possibly. So why are you going to risk saving $100 or $200 on some security and possibly have it fail or not work when you need it to, when seconds count? You don't want it having a malfunction or whatever. So for me, with security, same thing. So make sure you're buying good quality security. Instead of getting 4 or 5 handguns or whatever, just buy 1 or 2 very good quality, and make sure that they're going to work and function the way it needs to when it needs to be, and make sure that it's always cleaned and oiled. And the same thing with this thing. I need to make sure that the maintenance is up on it, that the filters are I blow out the filters, make sure that air's flowing good through this machine, make sure it's greased and oiled and all that. Okay. Also, with this thing, it's if I maintain it, if I ever do decide to sell it, it's going to have better resale value because it's been maintained, it's been taken care of. Okay. Let's see, and I'm going off of notes here, so bear with me, because I didn't want to get too off track, and I wanted to stay on it. So you know, with this thing, same thing with your vehicles. Make sure you're rotating your tires. Make sure that all your maintenance is being done at the right intervals, because that right there is going to save you time and money and all sorts of stuff, because you're going to be able to maintain that vehicle and it's going to last you hopefully a lot longer. So make sure you're changing the oil, the fluids, changing out your filters, and that's going to make sure that that car or that vehicle or heavy equipment or whatever lasts as long as possible, and that'll save you money over time. And you know that it's reliable. Don't be running on bald tires. You know what happens if you get into inclement weather and you end up having a crash because your tires were no good, or God forbid, you know, someone gets hurt or killed. But it's just, keep your vehicles in good running order, and it'll help you out over the long term with money and also just safety reasons. Okay, so follow your maintenance schedule on these things, or vehicle, truck, whatever. Okay, learn how to do the maintenance yourself on what you can. I'm not a mechanic, but I can do basic stuff. So on this thing, I'm going to blow out the filters, I'm going to grease it and change the oil and stuff like that. But same thing with your vehicles. If you know and can learn how to rotate your tires, change out air filters, generally fuel filters, changing the oil. This is easy stuff that most, you know, average, you know, if you have average intelligence, should be able to do these things. Okay, if I can do it, anyone else can do it. Okay, another thing, teach your kids this stuff. Teach your kids, you know, obviously in a safe area, you know, on someone's property or something like that. But you know, obviously they can't be on the road, but teach your kids how to drive. There may be a scenario where you're hurt and they're the only ones that can drive that vehicle out of there. My daughter knows how to operate this thing. She's not incredible at it, but if I can give her directions, and she pretty much remembers stuff, and she's helped me out on this machine. Also teach your kids life skills on how to change oil, change tires, how to you know, just keep up with the maintenance on their vehicles. Teach them how to take care of their stuff. Teach them to value, you know, whatever they do own. Take care of it. So, and you can start with their toys. Don't just let them leave their toys all over the yard and all that. You know, hold them accountable and make them take care of that. That way, when they start getting bigger toys, when they're adults, that those skills and you know, those what's the word I'm looking for here? Those values, there you go. You know, these values are in them to take care of their stuff, take pride in the stuff that they own. Okay. Also teach them safety with any tool. That includes security, includes you know, using, say, a chainsaw or an axe or a hammer or anything that could potentially be dangerous. Teach them how to use it and to be safe with it. Okay. So one thing that you can do, and I'm going to start doing this with my kids more as soon as it starts cooling down, but I want to start taking them camping. So take them on hikes, teach them how to backpack, how to pack a backpack, how to, you know, pack their bug out bag. But take them camping, teach them how to build a fire, how to cook on coals, how to make a shelter, you know, besides a tent. Have them teach them how to put up a tent, you know, because there's wrong ways to put up a tent. You know, everything on the tent needs to be tight or it's not going to wick the water off. So, you know, even if you know how to put a tent together, if you don't stake it down properly, you can still have issues. So teach them how to do those things. Teach them how to hunt, how to fish, how to clean the game, how to clean a fish. You know, and these, I'm just giving you ideas. Obviously, there's other skills that you can teach them. Teach them how to stay warm at night. A lot of people think that the more layers and the more clothes that you sleep on at night, you're going to be warmer. But contrary to popular belief, unless you're in like a polyester or something like that, but cotton is going to hold that moisture up against your body when you sweat at night, and you're actually going to be colder. So I know it sounds a little weird, but if you sleep naked, obviously in a sleeping system or under the covers or whatever, you're actually going to be more restful You're going to get a better restful sleep, and also you're not going to get cold at night, because when your body starts sweating, it's not going to hold that moisture up against your body. Okay, teach your kids how to garden and take care of livestock if you have any. You know, I guess just start with your pets if you don't have anything, like cattle or goats, chickens like I have. All right, get them off the couch and make it a fun family activity. So I took the kids this weekend, and that's going to be at the end of this video. But the activity we did, it was fun. The kids love it. It's great exercise, and it's great bonding with your kids. You know, remember to take the time to spend with your family. Be well-rounded. It's not all about prepping, and it's not all about fun and games. And teach your kiddos this stuff. I think these days the family unit is just, as a whole, just destroyed. Everyone's doing their own thing. Everyone has their head in an iPad or in a computer or a cell phone. Put all that stuff away. Go spend quality time with each other. Because you don't know how much time you have left. What I think's coming, it could be here in 2 weeks. It could be here in 2 months, 2 years. Who knows? So just take the time, continue to prepare, but also take time to spend with family. And also, with the activities you do, it's going to help with your health, with your physical activities, keeping yourself in shape. Just remember to have fun with this. There's ways that you can do all this stuff and still make it fun, but everyone's learning and y'all are training together. I guess I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to do a little bit of stuff on the machine here. Hopefully you've stuck around this long, but I do appreciate everyone being here and for all the support. Take care, be safe, God bless, and until the next one. All right, so I just blew out the air filter on this. It also has an AC, so I'm going to go ahead and blow the AC filter out on that. It has grease points that are on here, so I have different grease points. So I'm going to hit all these grease points. I'm not going to bore y'all with that. But the deal with these machines is you got to keep them lubricated. You got to keep them greased. So every 10 hours I do all this stuff just to keep this machine running, because that's the lifeblood of these, is keeping the filters cleaned, keeping them oil, and keeping them lubed. But yeah, I'm gonna blow out the radiator as well, blow all the dust out. I blow all the dust out of the inside. A lot of times I don't use the cab or close it, even though it does have AC. I just like to have it open, but it is nice for dust and stuff. The AC compressor, I guess that's another radiator for the AC. Anyway, so I'm gonna clean this thing up, but I just kind of wanted to show y'all this thing. But yes, if you can learn how to do this stuff, if you own your own vehicle or piece of machinery, you're gonna save a lot of time and you're gonna know it's done right. And it's just gonna save you money over time. Take care.